Sci-fi horror show. My name's Andy. This is my little 10-minute window to the rest of the world. And I'm up here at Old Orchard Beach on a beach day vacation away. We're here talking about killer bikini movies. That's right, bikinis and blood. I'll tell you why. Make the music pretty or you'll make me cry. Let me hear you play a happy melody. Come on and make the music pretty for me. Back in the 60s and in the 50s, but most probably in the 60s and the 70s, film companies made bikini movies. You put bikini in front of any kind of movie, a comedy, musical, whatever, you had a hit. We're talking about some of them classic horrors, though. We're going to start today with Beach Girls and the Monster.
Dance, baby, dance, come and dance with me. Hear the beat of the pounding sea. Ride, baby, ride, come and ride with me. Let your feet go easy.
What do you make of this?
Where does the other end go?
It dumps into the ocean.
It looks exactly like the South American Fantigua fish. I hope you can take one alive, Sheriff.
I still believe that a human clawed that girl to death.
The Beach Girls and the Monster, starring John Hall, Sue Casey, and the glamorous Watusi dancing girls from Hollywood's famed Whiskey A Go-Go nightclub. Music by Frank Sinatra Jr.
You got a monster in the surf.
Chicks, do you have a problem? You won't have after you meet the monster on the beach. If you see this ghoul, play it cool. Beauties in bikinis, laughing, singing, surfing, sinning. Beach party lovers making hey hey in the moonlight while the monster waits and watches. Yeah. This one will kill you.
What's your favorite killer beach movie, bikini film of the 60s? You don't have one?
Sorry. She's the swingin'est ghost you've ever yearned for, haunting a pre-will reading seance.
I thought I made it clear to you and your wretched crew that you were to dispose of everybody before I read the will.
What you have to do is to see that my rightful heirs get the money.
Yeah, man, here's one haunted house the M Gang wants to investigate.
What are all these strange people doing here?
Make the music pretty, play a happy song. Make the music pretty or I can't go on. Everybody's singing about a broken heart. Don't you know, can't you see it's tearing me apart now?
Television repairman.
Just take a look into my eyes.
Looking for maybe sex and the single ghoul? Here's a movie that has more than everything.
Cora Beach. This was much more low budget, and it really didn't have a whole lot going for it other than the fact it had the basic elements of the beach, the bikinis, and the sun and the surf. We made films in the wrong era, I swear to God.
While the beach set twists to the big beat sound of the Delaires, swinging out with 6 rocking hits. While the cycle gangs burn up the road and strong-arm their way into the party with fists flying. While teenagers prepare for a secluded slumber party, terror strikes from the bottom of the sea. An invasion of ghoulish atomic beasts who live off human blood.
They are the living dead. They're zombies.
Again and again, the fiendish monsters struck like nothing that ever stalked this earth. An entire city in the throes of panic, at the mercy of demons from the dead.
Something classy about those beach movies back then. Imagine being some like union worker on one of those films in those days. Oh, and there you have it. That was Horror at Party Beach. I love it. Netflix it, enjoy it. It's a classic. It'll be around forever. But of course, like most horror genres, the tradition even holds true today. Back in the 80s of the 80s sci-fi and video rental. I'm talking, one example I can give you right off the top of my head is Splatter Beach. Now this is the same type of formula of the rubber puppet features of the 50s and 60s and 70s. Brought forth in the 80s, in the days of the 80s and early 90s. But because they amped it up with more blood, more gore, and obviously much more bikini shots. Check it out.
Why is it called Splatter Beach?
That's what the locals call it. People are disappearing at a rate of 6 per month.
Holy Barton Hercules!
Five crazy kids on a getaway, looking for sun and fun at the ocean.
Everyone shut up! They're out there. They're watching us right now. Go home before they kill you too!
It's a fun by 46.
Freaky bitch.
Let's go kick some slimy ass.
My name's Andy. Be sure to hang 10. It's gonna be awesome.